Hello YouTube, welcome to the last interview of the Signal Zirkus of the 21 here at the Ritz Bar. I'm here with Mario 64.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm a bit nervous, a lot nervous, and yeah, excited.
Where comes this nervousity comes from? Are you not playing so much live, or are you more familiar already with playing live music?
Well, I can tell I have played live, but that was when I was in my, I don't know, teens probably.
Okay.
I had a quasi-MIDI revolution, and whenever there were parties, I took it and just plugged it in there, synced the tempo, and did a little bit. Yeah, that was quite fun. But I try to do make music more serious now.
Okay.
And yeah, so this is the first time I'm playing live on a stage with this setup.
And I hear from your name Mario 64. The 64, where comes this? Is it direction Nintendo or chiptune and all this 64 is here, Nintendo 64, and has some influences to you, all this gaming world?
Yeah, you are right. What I'm doing is that I called myself Mario 64, and that goes back to my roots. When I was a child, I got a Commodore 64, and I was a child, so I started playing with it. I didn't have other programs, and I immediately loved the sound of this computer. And I found also that the sounds, the game music, or the intros of the cracks, for example, they were very creative to me, and very melodic, and yeah, just I love the sound. Yeah, and
okay. And so you are using already in the past Commodore for making music, or?
Oh, I would have loved to, but yeah, I was a child and I didn't have programs, so I couldn't. Yeah, but actually, I found one program where you can arrange little drum samples.
Okay.
And that's even where my whole music making started, with little drum loops.
Would you describe your music influences from this retro gaming or gaming area, or do you have other influences in your music?
Oh, yeah, well, I would say it was my first influence and maybe even my biggest. But else, I love to listen to drum and bass, acid, Goa, probably trance even, and I would even say it need not be electronic. I can only say when it sounds good to me, I like it. So, but yes, my most influences are 8-bit era and probably the acid stuff, you can say.
And you have learned an instrument from?
Oh no, never.
Never.
That's probably my biggest, how can I say, my biggest drawback. So I try to work around this, but I learned actually a little bit of course, a little bit of music theory. And what makes it so interesting, and also to answer again why I'm nervous, this kind of setup that I'm having here with my little mushroom, ta-da, is very, how can I say, it's very complicated, to be honest. It's very complicated because I don't only like to, all my life I tried to recreate these sounds that I loved. Yeah? And I figured out that there are ways to do it, but the most authentic way is with the real hardware. And with the real hardware, you are so limited. For example, when you see Commodore 64, it has a sound chip that basically has 3 oscillators. And with 3 oscillators, they made whole tunes. Yeah?
Okay.
So you have 3 channels, and you make one kick drum, and you make bass and melodies. You have to spread over channels. And then the next thing is, these machines were never built to work in a setup to be synchronized with other stuff. And the same is for Game Boys, but actually...
I see you have Game Boys, so what is to expect from the Game Boys? You are using their special programs, or are there special cards available?
Yeah. So on the Game Boys, there are probably two very well, even in music circles, very well-known ways how to make music. The one is Nano Loop. I think there is even an iPhone or Android app with the same name and probably similar. It has a very intuitive interface. Yeah, and the other one is called LSDJ, Little Sound DJ, and it's a tracker, same like on Commodore 64.
Okay.
And the tracker is pretty much you work with tables and numbers, and that's all you see all the time.
And I see your setup is real big here. You have the TB-03, you have the Digitalk, Digitone. So for you, it's the most important part of your sound are the Game Boys, the Commodore, and maybe also the more difficult one to include in your setup.
Well, like I said, the 8-bit stuff I love, and also the acid stuff, and now I try to combine these things. Actually, when I was making music, I always on the 8-bit stuff, I always thought, hey, how can I get around the limits there? Okay. How can I make music that you can listen to on a dance floor? But then I went back actually and thought, hey, that's actually the cool thing, the limitation, because it spoils, not spoils, it enhances creativity somehow. You are so limited, and that's the kind of.
And so we can expect today from you music that goes in this chiptune area. Okay.
Chiptune, acid, techno. I will surprise myself. I don't even know. I have prepared stuff on each device, and I will mix it on the fly. Okay. So this is what will happen.
And where you can find your music? Do you have a platform where you are? Or?
Yeah, I recently started a YouTube channel, and this is called Mario 64.
Okay.
There you can hear it, see me a little bit perform. I also have a SoundCloud, but I don't work so much with it now.
So I wish you good luck for today.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward how it sounds.
Me too.
And big thanks for watching this last episode from the Signal Zirkus interview videos. And we hope to see you very soon in one of the next videos. Bye.